thrown off at all by the 6'2" measurement, or were you?
Yeah. It was funny. Adrian talking about a little bit. It was pretty funny. I mean, I don't think it's funny, but I was measured with 6'4.5" with shoes on, and I mean, I don't think I had 2.5-inch soles in my shoes, so. But it was like 6'2.5", and still, I don't think my soles were 2 inches. So I don't know what's going on with that, but at least I'm not playing barefoot, I guess.
Does it worry you at all in terms of draft stock, or is it not big of a deal?
That doesn't worry. I'm a basketball player. I mean, yeah, it might not look good to some people, but I'm gonna go out there and compete regardless, no matter how tall I am, officially, unofficially. I'm gonna go out there and play my hardest regardless.
Gary, what would you like to add to your game? Obviously, you're known for your scoring ability and your versatility offensively. Is there anything that you're hoping to add your first couple years?
Just continue to create for teammates. I worked on that a little bit. My sophomore year at Michigan State, and I got better as the season progressed, and just being able to get my teammates involved as well.
Talk about the decision not to work out today.
I planned on working out. I didn't know I wasn't working out until yesterday, and when my agent told me he was going to hold me out. So this time, I guess a lot of people weren't working out, and he said I wasn't going to work out as well.
Does kind of feel like you don't have there's a lot out there on you. You don't really have a whole lot to gain by working out. Was that kind of what was
that's kind of what he was saying to me. I really don't know how the process works that well. I'm just going through it. So I mean, I guess that's what he was saying.
Do you feel like there's any misconceptions about you or your game out there?
I would say the misconceptions would probably be the height issue. I've played against bigger guards in the Big Ten all year, and I was able to hold my own. I know it's a different level, but just because I may not be the typical size for an NBA 2 guard, I mean, I feel like I can still go out there and compete and play. And like I said, I'm a basketball player.
How similar do you see your role in the NBA? Do you see similarities to your role in the NBA to what you played in Michigan State the past years?
It just depends on which team and what situation I go into. If that happens, that's great. If not, I might have a different role, but I mean, just going in there, fulfilling my role and doing my duties for the team.
What kind of advice have you got from some of the other players from that program that have been through this process before?
They said this is the tough part. This is it's gonna feel like it takes forever, but just just keep pushing, and once all the work is done, it's all gonna be worth it.
Growing up, did you have a favorite NBA team?
I really never had a favorite NBA team.
Not even growing up in Indy?
I mean, I used to like watching the Pacers play, but just because they were right there, and that's when they were pretty good. Before the whole little Detroit Indy thing at the Palace, before they cleared everybody out. But it's I really don't have a favorite.
You were there at that game, you said?
No, I'm just saying. After that year, they cleared everybody out of Indy, and they were kind of down into these last recent years.
So deep down, you don't have a team you're hoping to hear on that night?
No, I have no. I just want to hear my name called.
Do you have a goal as far as where you'd like to be drafted, or is that kind of
I don't. There's no goal where I want to be drafted. I just want to be drafted to the right fit.
Was there a part of you watching today that it was tough watching, not being out there?
It's different sitting on the side. I'm not a guy who likes to sit out, but that's what I was recommended. So I was listening to some advice.
Have you seen AP much? Did you know he was struggling with mono and all that late in the year?
Yeah, I just heard that. I knew he was getting tired, but I never really thought anything about it. I just thought he was long season and coming back from injury and all that. And he said he had, I heard I don't even know when it was announced. And I was like, you got mono? And he said, yeah, I had it all season. I'm like, wow. I didn't know it, but it kind of makes more sense now.
You had a chance to talk with the Bulls at all? You don't have anything planned with
Yes,
them?
I talked to the Bulls yesterday.
How did that go, and how do you like their style? It's not the typical NBA style, but they seem to pick up wins every year.
The interview was great. They had a bunch of great guys in there, and it's a great staff, and they definitely win games. They have a history of winning in the playoffs almost every year, so that could be a good situation for me.